There are stories that begin in places, but this one begins in memories. Memories shared by people across the world, people who swear they once rode a mysterious attraction known only as the night train. But no one knows where it was, no one knows when, and no records show it ever existed. And yet, they remember.
Yeah, the night train. I went on it once. When I was little, I can still see the lights, glowing purple and green, the spinning start, before it took off, but I don't remember where it was, or how we got there.
Some say the ride was part ghost train, part dream. Others claim it stopped on rooftops, inside restaurants, even below ground. But every version ends the same way, at the casino.
We used to call it El Tren de la Noche, Day of the Dead colors, music, Papo Picado everywhere. My abuela said it only came during certain years. Years no one remembers. It is a distant childhood memory that me and many other people remember from childhood.
You had to gamble. You didn't have a choice. And the dealer, he wasn't human. He looked like a leprechaun, but off. I lost, I think. I remember looking in the mirror the next day and there was no reflection at all.
In recent years, strange objects have begun to surface. Tickets, night train tickets, found across the globe in secondhand books, in thrift store coat pockets, inside VHS tape cases long forgotten. Some are printed in English, others in languages no one recognizes. Some bear dates from the past, others show future years, 2037, 2121, even 3045. No two tickets are the same, but all bear the same phrase, night train, one passenger to ride. They call it the eighth wonder of the world, but it doesn't exist on any map. You don't buy a ticket, you find it, and once you ride, you never forget, even if you want to.
I found mine in a cereal box. It was already torn, like someone had used it. I heard the whistle that night. I knew I was next.
I remember the smell of burning sugar and engine smoke, and glowing skulls on the walls, but no doors, no entrance, just, I was there.
My uncle said he rode it in Mexico in the 70s. My mom swears it was in Canada. My neighbor thinks it was in his hometown in England. But no one has photos. No one has proof. Only memories.
As the stories continue to surface, one theme appears again and again. People don't remember how they got on the night train. They only remember being there, and what they saw, or thought they saw. The memories are always slightly off. The colors too bright. The voices echo too long. The skeletons too lifelike. Many describe the train cars themselves changing shape mid-ride. Some say they became tunnels of mirrors. Others say it felt like the train left the tracks entirely, floating over endless graveyards lit by neon torches.
There were skeletons that jumped in front of the tracks, not just animatronics. They moved to wrong, like real people pretending to be fake. And they had tattoos, bright Day of the Dead markings, but etched into bone.
The ghosts. I remember the ghosts. They wore glowing masks, not costumes. Masks. Like they were hiding something worse underneath. They flew over the train. One of them whispered my name.
I saw a carousel spinning in reverse, but there were no horses, just chairs, and people sitting still. I think they were asleep, or dead, or both.
I found a night train ticket in an old book from a secondhand store. It was stamped 1993 in a language I don't recognize. That night, I had the dream again.
What is the night train? A memory? A shared hallucination? Or something that drifts between dimensions, slipping into sleep, anchored only by fragments of forgotten dreams? It always ends at the casino, the gamble, the leprechaun, and the cost of losing. the gamble below. Every version of the story ends in the same place. A place beneath the tracks, beneath memory, beneath sleep. An underground casino lit in neon reds, purples, oranges. Dia de los Muertos, music playing faintly from somewhere unseen. And at its center, the dealer.
He told me the rules without speaking. I just knew them. If I won, I could ask for anything. If I lost, I'd lose something I didn't even know could be taken.
Those who lose awaken with one permanent change. They no longer cast a reflection.
At first I thought I was going crazy. I looked in the mirror, and nothing looked back. I took a photo with my camera. I was there, but the mirror was empty. My reflection no longer existed. Objects I was holding like my toothbrush were there in the mirror, but they appeared like they were floating. Yet me and any clothes I was wearing were not appearing in the mirror. I've got many Polaroid photographs of me stuck to my bedroom wall and bathroom mirror, just to remember what I look like. I take one every week, just to be sure I'm still real.
Living without a reflection isn't just inconvenient, it's isolating, dangerous.
Public bathrooms are the worst. I have to check if I'm alone. If someone sees me in a mirror and I'm not there, they freak out.
My friend's daughter saw me. She screamed and said I was a vampire. My friend asked me to leave. I tried to explain. But how do you explain that you lost a piece of yourself in a dream you didn't choose to have?
But is there anyone who ever won? And if so, what did they wish for?
One day, at random and out of nowhere, there it was. Another night train ticket. I found another one. I got a second chance. I took the ride again. This time, I won. I could have wished for anything, but I wished for my reflection back. When I woke up, I walked to the bathroom, looked in the mirror, and there it was. It was there, but it wasn't right. It looked like when you see your reflection in a dream, distorted and somehow off. It smiled when I didn't, blinked too slowly. Also, it was delayed. Sometimes it was a few seconds behind, like it had to catch up with my actions. I cover all my mirrors now, and before I woke up, I saw my old reflection, still riding in the last car, staring back, looking lifeless, blank expression, just staring forward.
Wishing backward. The night train gives one wish, but not all dreams end where they began.
I won at the casino. I got one wish. I said to the leprechaun, I just miss being a kid again. I said, I want to be a child again 20 years ago. When I woke up, I was in my childhood room. Posters, toys, the same creak in the floor. I was 8 again. I remembered everything, but it wasn't the same. Some things in this version of the past were different. The cereal box was different. The Monopoly man didn't have a monocle. My best friend didn't exist. My wife didn't either. So my kids, never born. I live now with memories of children who will never exist, and memories of a different future that no longer does.
The wish had been granted, just not as a return, as a transplant, and it came with no return ticket. Symbols without meaning. Why is the night train themed around Dia de los Muertos? Why is the casino run by a leprechaun? It appears to people from every country. We don't know why, it just is. But maybe it builds itself from memory, from mythology, from dreams. Dia de los Muertos honors ancestors and memory. The leprechaun offers temptation and risk. Together, they form a duality, death and luck, memory and wager, reverence and temptation.
It was Dia de los Muertos. We were honoring my abuelita, and I found the ticket sticking out of a coffin. I won the game. I wished for my abuelita to come back, to be alive again. But I never said where. I didn't say the location. When I woke up, I went to her grave. It was empty, dug up, lid broken. I haven't seen her since. Now I live in fear that one night I might. That I'll see her, changed. An undead version of my abuelita, staring at me through the window with those empty eyes. Sometimes I dream of it, her face outside the glass, watching, waiting. So I close my curtains every night. I double-check the blinds, and I try not to look too long into the dark. I should have let her rest.
Some say the night train is a myth, a shared hallucination. A dream passed between strangers across decades, countries, and languages. A ride remembered only by those who were never supposed to remember. But if that's true, where do the tickets keep coming from? Why do the dreams feel real? Why do some passengers wake up changed? And why do others never wake up at all? Maybe the night train was never meant to be found. Maybe it's not a place you go to. Maybe it's a place that comes for you. So if you hear a whistle in the distance tonight, if you see lights outside your window that weren't there before, if you find a folded slip of paper, you already know what it is. The night train doesn't knock, it waits, and once you ride, you never forget.